Number 1. Cleopatra married 2 of her younger brothers. Oh my. Cleopatra was one of 4 children born to King Ptolemy XII and his wife Cleopatra VI Tryphaena, who was probably his cousin or maybe his sister. Whoa! Sounds gross, I know, but this incestuous practice was a totally common and normal thing for most royal dynasties of the past, and the Ptolemies were no different. The reasoning was that marrying within the family kept the bloodline pure. Unfortunately, people back then simply didn't know about the array of genetic disorders that result from incest. Well, when Cleopatra was 14, her father chose her to be his co-ruler after her mother suddenly passed away under mysterious circumstances. Over the next 4 years, the young girl served as a deputy of the king and his regent, gathering all the necessary experience to become a future ruler. After her father died, she took the throne, but to keep it, the 18-year-old queen had to have a co-ruler. That's how she ended up marrying her little brother Ptolemy VIII, who was just 10 at the time. But that's not all. After his death, which occurred several years later, she married her other brother, Ptolemy XIV. Oh boy. Number 2. Julius Caesar erected a statue of her in the Temple of Venus Genetrix. When Cleopatra sided with the Syrians, the Romans got really mad and decided to help the queen's first husband or brother seize the throne. This was way before his death, of course. One of his allies was the great Julius Caesar. Knowing that she had to turn the tables in her favor, Cleopatra decided to meet Caesar for herself. It's believed that she wrapped herself in a carpet that she had delivered to the general's quarters. Snug as a bug in a rug, apparently. The queen managed to charm Julius Caesar, and they quickly became allies. The 52-year-old general returned the throne to the 21-year-old Cleopatra. Despite such a huge age difference, the two soon became lovers. While all the movies depict a passionate romance between them, researchers are sure that this was just a convenient political partnership. Number 3. Mark Antony once skipped an invasion to spend time with Cleo. The first meeting of Cleopatra and Mark Antony in the city of Tarsus, which is located in modern-day Turkey, is just one of many examples proving that the Egyptian queen definitely knew how to make an impression. Cleopatra was aware that the Roman officer saw himself as the embodiment of the Greek god Dionysus and expected others to worship him as such. Yeah, pretty arrogant to say the least. But Cleopatra decided to play along and appeared at the city gates dressed as the Greek goddess Aphrodite. She was surrounded by attendants dressed up as cupids, who fanned the queen and burned sweet-smelling incense around her. To no surprise, Mark Antony was impressed, and that's how their partnership started. In fact, the general was so enchanted that he once skipped a really important invasion just to spend time with Cleopatra. Number 4. She wasn't exactly a beauty. Wait, what? But in all the movies, she's always played by an absolutely gorgeous actress. Well, unfortunately, this might be just another myth. In February 2007, an ancient coin with a portrait of Cleopatra was discovered, and the image wasn't that of a drop-dead stunner. That's not to say she was ugly or anything, just kinda ordinary looking. In any case, her contemporaries saw her beauty not so much in her looks, but in her wit, character, and irresistible charisma. Number 5. Cleopatra wasn't just a ruler, she was a mother too. While Cleopatra didn't have any children with her brothers, she did have kids from both Julius Caesar and Mark Antony. Her son with Caesar was named Caesarion, which means Little Caesar. Pizza pizza. Cleopatra also had 3 children with Mark Antony: Alexander Helios and Cleopatra Selene, twins named in honor of the sun and moon, and a son she called Ptolemy Philadelphus,